charge. Really pleasant to see, taking it over the Spark. Little mix-up there than what a lot of people were expecting, but now diving into this next series, we got the Chengdu Hunters versus...
Do need to recruit, it's not guaranteed. Oh, Jimmu. Okay, probably don't need that second Jungle Queen ult right now. But they're going to go for it anyway. I mean, Becky put themselves really low. Great carnage there to cut through Monk. Nice little stab, but I don't think they've had enough time to build up that rampage. They don't even need it, just the presence enough is dominating the Hunters right now.
And they lost their rally. Haven't been able to touch a foot onto this point as 99% is online. Overtime is ticking away for the Valiant. Lengths up activating the sound barrier to try to keep their survivability. But look for the rampage real quick here, Trid, from Dia as he takes care of Nisha. He dives in, finds Monk, finds Leaf. They all get sent down super low, and the Valiant already with a dominating performance on this first round.
They managed to get the objective.
Side choke point.
Talk about loving pandas. This is a monkey knife fight, Vicky. It's just all over the place. They're just so back and forth. Go have Hunters in control of the point, though. They're picking up those kills. Becky been dropped. Dia's been dropped. Got to give it to the Hunters. I think they're going to walk away here with this round, forcing out a third one. So that confidence we had in the Valiant might have been, really does like force you to play in certain directions, right? Because you now can't take tights. Oh, just like the firing circle that went through Jinmu's head. Look at the confidence the Valiant have to move forward after that pick.
Disgusting, and look how Becky is enabled here too. Going to be able to help clean up the rest of the Hunters real quick. And it was Lijiang who caught Jinmu out of position over to the side. Page, just as Nisha does for Dia. Yeah, and actually try to predict it. Huge Page found everybody from the Valiant. Dia tries to answer back, but only finds two in this situation. Nisha with the sound barrier. What an expensive fight away from the Valiant. Now the Hunters want to be the nail in the coffin with overtime ticking away. Now the Valiant, all that progress that was in front of them, Trid, just denied in the blink of an eye.
Unbelievable. The 99% comeback there. Hunters have now stepped foot on the point. They're starting to build up that charge. Becky's gone low. Forces out the shout from Dia. Keep things sustained. Support ultimates a bit of the way away for Valiant, though, so they can't panic here because Chengdu are going to have that advantage. Bob can give them some respite, though. Immediately sent him back out to the point. Booped off of it, though, so will not actually be able to contest the point, but does make sure that no one stays on there. Bob from the Hunters actually goes into a more enclosed space. Kills are starting to wind in for them. Great shot there from Leaf. Rotation round onto Becky. That's the point capture coming in. Point A is undoubtedly theirs. Look at an extension on the map, and now begins the escort section. Barrier being popped, but Nisha is going to go and answer that one. Valiant are still doing it, though. Gargo goes in with the rampage, only finding Lengsa as well. This is not the value you wanted to use with your ult advantage. They're just falling behind, and Valiant are weathering the storm.
What a hold right here from the Valiant, holding the Hunters straight into their spawn, hugging them while they're at it, using up their ult.
I feel like they've given up an early line of defense, which allowed them to have a second fight should everything go wrong.
Talking about everything going wrong, I mean, you just lost out on Nisha, you lose out on Jinmu as the start of this fight now. Becky on this Echo has just been a terror right now, and the answer from Leaf hasn't really been able to be found because now the Valiant shot, unfortunately, though, while trying to charge up the second one, it's about to get the overclock as well as Dia's going to be able to control this point. Gaga goes down. Yeah,
who's touching point?
Gone. Oh! They need to stay on the point. They're just holding forward. They're just trying to clean up the Hunters here first, Trid. They know what's important, and unfortunately, the Hunters, even with that Lucio just over to the side here from Nisha, isn't going to be enough to contest.
Well, no survivors. As they push through to the final section of point B, going to get time extension as well. Might see one last contestant here. Jinmu has to go in with their life, missing from the rally bonus. That is a huge misfire from the Hunters. I know what the intent was, and yes, if you could have lined it up a little bit better, maybe commit the ultimate to try and make things work there. But you lose, it doesn't matter to Lijiang.
Oh yeah, Lijiang managed to get that trade, but Gaga is now going in, so is Dia. Another rampage to answer back, and the Hunters get wiped. Leaf now finally coming back, and the Valley have not stopped this payload, Trid.
They spawn box him. No one's going to touch. Look at that time bank, 3 minutes 5. Completion on Gibraltar.
The Junker Queen copy comes in from Becky. Huge rampage now coming in from the Hunters to answer right back. Catches Becky, falls low, boots them out of the duplicate. Finds 3 on the rampage, but didn't solidify that pick until getting Dia from Nisha over to the side. Denies the rampage from being used up from the Valiant this time around. And now the Valiant down 2, and it's going to be climbing as the Hunters are going to be able to get that progress on the payload. Incredibly low, gets taken down. Jinmu basically finding revenge. Immediately fights 2 off the rip. What a great opening for the Hunters. This is the redemption arc right here, Trid.
Length is going to get cut down here. You still got Dia up. Dia needs to get in position. Dia needs to... Dia? Hello?
A lot of respect. He's going to be able to get restabilized. Lengsa falls low there too, and Jinmu has the opportunity. Jinmu has been able to capitalize since the very end of that push on the payload. Now currently you see them cleaning up the rest of the Valiant, and that time bank here is going to be dwindled in the way that the Valiant want. Less than 30 seconds when they get that first.
Section. Becky might die to the dynamite here unless he gets support, which he's found. Raid boss down. Jinmu found by Dia. Showing us why he's leading the stats of the damage, and Becky just absolutely dismantled by the coach gun, but the Valiant have done enough here. Monk is going to be pushed away, can't really survive this one. Gaga should get picked off slowly after. Yes, you do get the cancellation and bring Dia with you with no sustain, and the shout being used now. Gaga should fall. Overtime cuts down, and that's a fairly attainable benchmark for free. Absolute storm of a defense and force the Valiant away. Overtime is ticking down. Dia maybe can use the rampage to touch if he can get sightlines on it. Becky assassinating Nisha is actually huge here. Easy Hunt on the Tracer, going to keep it. Dia re-enters into the fight, only catches Gaga, but that might be enough to turn the battle. But Gaga comes out with a carnage to shut him down. The Valiant, so close yet so far. Chengdu Hunters hit us to match points.
With a better time bank, gets denied, and they can now. See the rally from, Monk here going in as Nisha's going to be able to call in the sound barrier. Big rampage onto Gaga and leave. But the sustainability from the Hunters is too much. That's why we had to highlight the fact that they had those ultimates ready. Lengsa went down without being able to take advantage of the sound barrier here, and now the Valiant are going to get cleaned up.
Jinmu had a really rough time blading there. Like, Jinmu pulled out the blade, got an excellent knockback there. It's free. They're just going to win out the series anyway. Wall's been put up. There's the rally coming in. Rampage finds 4 to kick things off from Gaga.
Oh, deletes innovation, easy Hunt here too. Lexa's gonna follow. Molly falls incredibly low, but the rest of the Valiants get completely wiped out with that rally into Rampage combo. You love to see Hunters off. Look at these dash response between Jinmu on the Tracer, Gaga on the Doofus, but it's not gonna be enough. The rally only for Monk here to deal with it. But Gaga does find Molly right there, so the Valiant won't have the rally. Molly won't have the rally here in the situation, but the Hunters are down 3. They are trickling down, and Dia finds 2. Finds both of the support here, Trid, and the Valiants actually do it. The Valiants actually manage to take the push map, and we are going on to a map number 5.
Too much map percentage. They are going to be in that final fight territory, even if they command the flip right now. They do not want to let this get to 99% though, because that is so dangerous for them.
Can't even claim it right now because Jinmu is still on the other side of the point right here, putting in a lot of pressure. Easy On finally takes care of Jinmu. Is Nisha going to be next right now with the sound barrier? That would be huge. Valiant waiting out with their ultimates currently as the overtime time is clicking away. Gaga gets taken down. They're actually looking to conserve these ults. Super important here because now they finally get the points in their favor. And this is the first time Jinmu is here. No support ults like you mentioned before. Yeah, Lexar had already used it. Now Dia's a sitting duck for that blade. Jinmu's going to be able to claim him. Now Becky's going to be next, falling down extremely low. Not going to be able to run away in time. And the rest of the Valiants are off the table now. 99% for the Hunters. They're looking to reclaim the point.
What we were worried about. You had the ultimate cycle, but right at the end there, not having the correct answer for everything that was going to be played out. You were running into a Jinmu blade with no ultimates. That changes how you think about things. Not only do you have to be worried about space, you know you're not getting any. Makes it difficult to do that when Gaga hits the 3-man rampage. He can't go down with the star players for Valiant. Not looking good. Low backline right now. Dia and Lengsa and Molly need some support. Jinmu under fire, 10 HP, climbing to safety, can escape the shurikens as Becky cuts them down. Nisha now also low. The Valiant come clapping back. They're looking for the flip, even though they lost the point in that skirmish. Becky with the 3rd kill of the fight. Hunting for Nisha, who's going to be the stall tactic for the Hunters if they can get onto the point. Pulls out the blade. 1 cleave, 2 to find Nisha. No one can touch, and the Valiant take us down to the...
Take it away in favor for the Valiant.
Easy Han needs that pulse bomb. there. You pick the Tracer to get back to the point. We need the pick potential. Leave. Undercosh will survive still when his Monkey goes down. Becky with the same focusing beam finds two. LA Valiant. They found the Horcrux, the totems, the Hex. They've cracked them all. They've burnt the Sage. They've cleansed the Oasis. And they will win the map 5 and take the series against the Chengdu Hunters.
They're alive! They win one trade, they win, and they win such an important series against the Chengdu Hunters! All the way down to the wire, map 5, round 3, overtime on board for